Hello everybody, how are we all doing? Is everybody doing well today? I really don't like this song. That can go away. Let's try the next one. There we go. Hi everyone, can you all hear me okay? Just waiting for the chat to catch up a minute. Hey Lucrezia! Hello Snow White Rose, hello Dover. Hello Itch, how you doing? Hello Miss Stickers. Hello Coffee, hello Dylan, hello Random. Who else is in there that I haven't said hello to yet? I think that's everyone. Hello Marcel. How are we doing guys? Yeah, my weekend wasn't too bad, thanks Bellis. How was yours? So we're just going to do a little chatty bit at the moment. I'm presently just trying to sort through an actual bird's nest worth of yarn. The state of this. So I figured we'll just have a chat for a bit whilst I try and sort this out and work out what the hell I'm doing. And then I can try and teach you something. If you guys care about learning crochet or whatever. Good thing Twitch and Opera GX got their shit sorted, otherwise I would have missed tonight. Ah. I'm good, just laying down with the cat under the blanket. Sounds like a good evening to me, to be fair. We're just getting, like, stuff sorted for Rotterdam for next week, because we'll be leaving for Amsterdam a week Wednesday, and then we'll be in Rotterdam then from the Friday for TwitchCon 2025 EU. So, should be good. I'm getting this yarn so confused. Going to bed soon. Good luck with that. I need to be ready for my night shift. Whoosh. I'm good, thanks, Latia. How's things with you? Husband and doggo are good, thank you. Lyra has recently had some surgery done on her eyes, bless her. So she's presently an angry lamp in a big cone of shame. She's doing alright, but she just hates the lamp. So I don't even know where she's gone. She was just behind me. Oh, she is behind me. I don't know if you can see. No, you can't see her in the... You can just see the lamp. There she is. Hello, lamp. Hang on, let me come a bit away from the camera and see if you can see her. There she is. Mrs. Lamp. Mrs. Lamp. Yeah, Mrs. Lamp. She's a grumpy lamp. You alright, Buff? You okay? I know the stream can't see you properly because you're in a lamp. I know. She's so grumpy. Why must I suffer? Mother, why? Yeah, Lyra's just an angry lamp at the moment. You can just see her in the background, like just her tail, just chilling about. Yeah, she needs a cone for eye surgery because it stops her from scratching her eye. Because obviously if the lamp's in the way, she can't scratch her eye. So, because she doesn't really understand that she can't or shouldn't be scratching her eye when, you know, she's just had surgery on it. So, to try and prevent the amount of itching she may or may not try and do, she's better off. It's safer for her to be wearing a cone. But yes, cone of shame. She's grumpy. To be fair, I probably would be quite grumpy as well if I had a fucking lamp on my head. Yeah, it does. It does make sense. It's just for her safety, really, and to make sure that it everything heals okay. Got some holiday in Cornwall booked for the summer, and it means I get to look after my doggo Boris for 3 weeks. Yay! I love that name, Boris. What type of dog is Boris? Boris sounds like a good dog. I mean, my dog's being a pain in the bum at the moment because she can't go for a walk until she's had her first vet checkup, which is tomorrow morning. So, but then even then, I've got to be really, really careful because obviously if anything gets in her eye, it could get infected and things like that. So I'm going to be really wary taking her out if I do. I want a lab. I used to have a Labrador. Her name was Sally. She was a good Labrador. She ended up being like a barrel towards the end of her life because Labradors have real problems with weight gain. But yeah, she was a good dog. She was so patient, bless her. Like, I used to be able to paint her toenails and she wouldn't give a shit. We used to dress her up and she didn't care. Like, she would often run around the garden with a Jedi cloak on and never gave much of a shit. So they're all quite funny. If I get a lab, I'm making sure it's black and calling it Valerian. Valerian the Dread! I want to get a male cat. Name it Mr. Meowgie. Excellent. I think I would just name the cat Mau Mau, because that just means cat. In, like, yeah, Mao is just cat in Chinese, so. Or Mandarin, I think? Either way, it's because of Apothecary Diaries. Oh my god, this yarn is just... Look at the state of this. Like, why do factories think this is okay? I don't understand. Like... So, oh yeah, you can crack on and just crochet it straight from the fucking... Like... Straight from the thing. No, you bloody can't. You really, really can't. Isn't the Egyptian word for cat also mew? Or meow? I'm not sure. I don't know. Yes, Apothecary Diaries! I haven't watched all of season 2 yet, though. I'm not sure if all of it's out yet, actually. I've only watched the first, like, 2 episodes of season 2, but I really enjoyed season 1. Oh my god, this yarn is soul-destroying. Ugh. And I don't even think I want to crochet with this yarn at the end of all this. I haven't decided, but fucking hell. Absolute monstrosity. I mean, I would call a cat Mouse. My brother had a chicken called Nugget, so we had ironic names for the pets. Nice. Oh, it's still airing. Airing. I did not realise, Tia. How are you doing anyway? Yeah, I'm a big fan of Mau Mau. She really entertains me. She's just funny. What anime is everyone or stuff is everyone watching at the moment? Honestly, I've not really gotten into much recently, to be honest. I've been so busy that I just end up just kind of vegetating in front of YouTube instead. Our cat we have now is Bella. Nice! Black Lagoon for the 9th time, nth time. Excellent. Are any of you going to, ooh, watching Demon Slayer, very nice. Are any of you going to TwitchCon in, well, a week and a half? I'm not watching much aside from Andor and YouTube or rewatching House of the Dragon. Fair? Not watched, started to get up to date on One Piece, just finished Dressrosa. I could never get into One Piece. I have tried a number of times and I just can't get into it. I don't know why. I don't know if it's because it's so bloody long that my brain's just like, you're never going to catch up with all this, mate. Just why are you bothering? I don't know. It's never really caught me, you know? It's never really been the thing that I've gone, oh yeah, I really want to get into it. Kebab, so I'm looking forward to it, going to a bunch of mates, so going to be like a mini holiday. Nice! Have you got your tickets already, Kebabs? No, but I wouldn't want to get on a plane right now anyway. That's fair enough, Cthulhu. Ellis and I are flying out from the UK on Wednesday next week. So we're going a few days beforehand, but so that we can like have a mini break before we do all the work stuff. So we're going to chill out in Amsterdam for 2 days and go to some museums and all that sort of stuff. It took me 5 to try and start because the art was out that I started years ago and I was a lot less to catch up. Fair. Like, I've got a friend who's actually been watching it since it came out. One Piece, that is. And it's dedication, to be fair. I think he does it more out of habit now than actually wanting to watch it. I don't know, I'd have to ask him. Just got back from therapy, finished first part of group therapy, and I'm very happy. 16 meetings. Thank you for inspiring me to get back to crochet. It means a lot. Oh, it's really nice, Monica. I'm glad therapy and stuff's going well for you. Tickets, no put doubt in my mind, but I'm sure we bought them like a week after they were available. Fair enough. Just double check. And obviously when you go to pick up your tickets, this is for anyone going to TwitchCon, make sure you take valid ID with you. You have to have valid ID when you pick up your tickets at TwitchCon. I did see a few people last year in the queue who were very disappointed that they couldn't pick up their ticket because they'd forgotten their ID and then had to go back to the hotel and stuff and go and get it. So, yeah, make sure you do that. I was going to go, my mate had to tap out and I'm not feeling just walking around on my own. That's fair enough, Sophia. I can't watch it every week. Usually I wait a years to years and then half and then just binge it. Yeah, that makes sense. I tend to do that with quite a lot of different shows, to be fair. Just, like, wait for them to be, like, fully released. Or at least, like, to the point of them, like, almost being finished with, like, a particular season. And then I'll go in and watch it. Because I'm one of those people that, like, if I get into something, I want to be able to watch it all in one go. I don't want to have to try and remember exactly what's going on across loads of different things. Make sure you stay hydrated, folks. Indeed. I need to stay as hydrated as possible because with someone who struggles with chronic health issues and well, just migraines and IBD in general, like, you need to stay hydrated with that shit. Good advice. Gonna have a call with those mates this Sunday to double check things. Good shout. Hello, Scervical. How are you? If I forget my wallet or phone, I feel naked. Yeah, same, Cthulhu. But, yeah. I mean, to be fair, like, last year at TwitchCon, for, like, ticket collection, there was, like, such a big queue. And I think a lot of people sort of turned up for when the gates opened to allow ticket collection, because you collect tickets on the Friday. But, like, there's a separate queue for partners, affiliates, and then, like, general Twitch users. And, like, unfortunately, the general Twitch users queue was fucking huge. And I think a lot of people sort of waited a bit and sort of, say for example, the tickets opened at 12. There were people there, like, turning up at 12 and then, like, oh my god, the queue's so huge. And it's like, yeah, because people got here at, like, 11 or before to start queuing. So yes. Any news of WP streams? My nana passed away on Wednesday. Oh, I'm so sorry, Miss Stickers. I'm very sorry to hear that. I hope it was at least peaceful and with minimal pain. Please make sure you look after yourself. I'm not sure. I don't think there's obviously not a WP stream today. I don't think there's one tomorrow. I think there might be one on Wednesday, but I'm not in that one because I'm busy. Sometimes just having a phone in the wrong pocket makes me panic. I think I forgot it. Yeah, I do the same thing. Like, sometimes I'll, like, put my phone in my bra if I don't have a pocket, and then I'll panic because I'll be like, oh my god, where's my phone? And actually I've just shoved it down my tit and, like, forgotten that it's in my boob. So I know that panic all too well. Turns out I put it in my backpack for once. Yeah, I mean, I've got like a little Kuromi bum bag that works better than pockets. It's more secure anyway. So I just tend to use that. Because, unfortunately, women's clothing, it's not great for pockets. Unless you make it yourself, and then you can put as many fucking pockets as you want in them. But, yeah. Boob are just human pockets. I mean, yeah. I mean, the bra is very useful for that. The amount of time I lose my glasses on my head. Oh, no. I mean, to be fair, I don't tend to lose my glasses on my head. But that's because if I'm not wearing my glasses, I am blind. So I don't take them off. Unless I'm changing glasses and I'm like switching to like my sunglasses or reading glasses or something like that. Then occasionally I can lose them, but mostly it's just the same pair of glasses on my noggin. Cargo jeans work on men and women. They have all the pockets you need. That is very true. But I also feel like if how warm it was at TwitchCon last year is anything to go by, I don't want to wear big old cargo jeans. Because I will just die a heat stroke. Honestly. Because like it's been quite like uncharacteristically warm in the UK over the last month or so. I think we've had like one of the hottest Aprils on record. Obviously we're in May now, but like yeah, kind of crazy how warm it has been in the UK. Like the end of March and then all of April, like it's just been really bloody toasty. Angry Lamp patrolling the background. Yeah, she's having a grump, bless her. As a resident of NL, it's been fucking dry and warm here for May. Yeah, it's a bit worrying with the whole like global warming thing, obviously, but like you know, you can only do so much. It's down to a lot of these big companies and stuff that need to do things. Unfortunately, it doesn't really get done. So I've got like, if you can hear like a little rattling in the background. Let's see if I can adjust my camera so you can see what I'm doing. Can we? I don't know. Can we see that? No. Oh, right. So it's right by here. Like I've got a little yarn winder. And so basically as I'm fluffing about with trying to untangle this absolute bird's nest of yarn, I'm then winding it into a neat ball so it's actually usable. Hello, Cassandra Roth, how you doing? Thought I'd be safe from the heat up in Scotland, but nope. Nope, it gonna get you. If the heat gonna get you, it will. Oh my goodness, my nose is so itchy. Oh, that's another thing with the weather being so warm. Like my hay fever has been so much worse this year. Like it just feels like my sinuses are just being assaulted constantly. Ooh woo. Indeed. Q Royal. Hello. Hello. Papa gets the cone of shame on. Is she okay? Yeah, she's had eye surgery, so but she's alright. She just needs the cone on to stop her from scratching her face. Because obviously having had open wounds on her face from having to cut out lumps, there's stitches and stuff there, so we don't want her scratching her face because she could cause more damage than good. Obviously we don't want her to cause any damage to herself, so yes, cone of shame. She's Angry Lamp. Bless her. Plenty of head pats and snackers for the puppet. Yeah, she's had plenty. Took me way too long to get the point of ooh woo. Lol. I mean, Alex loves an ooh woo. If you hear him in a lot of our streams, he bloody loves an ooh woo. I'm pretty certain he's like a secret ooh woo. Maybe he's just like a secret e-girl. He just hasn't worked it out yet. You know? There's a point to ooh woo? I don't know, is there? fulfill my daily mission of annoying at least one person with an uwu or an uwu. Go for it. Right, I heard people saying it, but they saw it and it was a face. It is. It's like it's like an emote face. I think it mostly comes from like anime and furry fandom, I want to say. I might be incorrect though, so don't quote me on that. Sadly, it is my time. Good day. All need to go to bed. Good luck with that, bud. It's literally just a cute anime type face. Yep. It's good to speak to you again, but I got to adult now. I hope to catch you at Rotterdam. Yeah, if you see me, come and say hello. Yeah, I thought it was the furries. Furries love an Uwe, right? Oh my god, this yarn is like impossible. Thing is, I have to do this because otherwise I can't actually use it, because trying to crochet something that is tangled up as hell, you're never gonna get anywhere. Oh, whoa. Can confirm. Is that you outing yourself as a furry, Key? Oh my goodness. This yarn's ridiculous. What hobbies does everybody have then, aside from like the general like gaming, and does everyone just game and watch anime? Does anyone do anything else? Because like obviously I crochet, I sew, I do a lot of drawing and stuff. I'm presently working on a commission for someone because I'm doing a new logo for my local craft shop, because I know the owners and they've asked me to do a new logo for them, so that's quite nice. Oh, nice one, Enrend. What type of art do you do? Ah, cool. Good one, Kier. I like to write a lot and read stuff on history. Cool. What kind of history are you into? Doing art, recently diving into 3D art. Ooh. Like 3D modeling? Or trying to make art, like drawn art, look a bit more 3D? Enjoy air shows, listening to history dogs. Cool. I mean, it's not so much a hobby, but I do random knitting while watching series because my ADHD brain needs to have 3 inputs at a time. Saphira, that is literally me. 3D modeling with Blender. Nice. Yeah, I wanna get into that. But I've just not had the time. And you know what it's like with like the whole ADHD thing, unless you like really want to do it, trying to sit down and learn something new is really, really difficult. Hello, Kafubu. Happy to see you live again. Hello, Eric. How are you? I have a lot of weird animals. Cool. Like exotic pets? Or just like how does that work? Recently got into digital art. Nice one. It's brutally hard. Same with ADHD. Yep. Random history rabbit holes happen a lot. Oh yeah, I do that as well. Yeah. Well, random like wiki holes I find myself in, because I'm like, I'll research one thing and then 4 hours later, unless the information's actually gone into my brain and I've hyperfixated on it, I've ended up on something that's a completely different tangent to the thing that, like, I originally looked at. Oh my god, this yarn can suck my dick. Wow. It's not getting any better. I like to make jewellery and tool out of things like volcanic glass. That's really cool, Silliest Bow. Wikipedia deep dives are a fun thing. They are, but not when you're trying to sleep. Because then your brain's, like, fucking going for it, and you're like, no, I need to sleep. Stop it, brain. I need to sneeze, but it's stuck in my nose. Hang on. Oh, goodness me. Sorry. That was a big achoo. Surprisingly, I get into something and then I read like 400-page book called The Discovery of the Medieval Age in an afternoon. Yeah, that kind of sounds a bit like my mother-in-law, so like Ellis's mum. She was very excited the other day. and told me that she'd found herself like a new book, and she's like a big big fan of like Roman history and stuff like that, and she managed to find a book on Roman shields, like how they were made, all the different parts of them, like examples of them. Like, she was so happy about this book. It was really quite sweet. I was like, you know, that's fine. That's what you want to do. You crack on, bro. So yeah, that was quite funny. Right, fuck this. I'm gonna cut this yarn because this is driving me mad, and I cannot work out how to actually get through it. Bugs are a few types of isopods and 2 kinds of millipedes. Oh wow. I mean, that's not my thing at all, because I can't deal with bugs. But if it makes you happy, dude, you crack on. Just please keep the bugs away from me. Cannot cope with bugs. They really, really make me feel ill. Cathbait, ooh ha ha, hello. How's it going? Roman style is so good, or Byzantine, yeah. I'd love to read a book about Roman shields. I'll have to find out who the author is so I can recommend the book for you, because she's having a great time with this book. I think she got it in her local library. But yeah, she's been going on about her Roman shields. But this is someone who also has a very like comprehensive knowledge of like the Latin language and things like that. Like, she's exceptionally clever. She a big old nerd. Especially when they go fly mode. I forgot the cockroaches can fly. That's kind of disgusting to think about. Sorry, for those people that do like bugs, I just find them utterly repugnant. But I'm sure bugs probably find me utterly repugnant, so that's fine. We can have a mutual dislike. Also the Roman word scrotum, shield. Sorry, I read that scrotum. Scutum is the base word for scale. Yeah, it is. Scrotum. This is the problem, is that I have a basic knowledge of fucking Latin as well, and I just absolutely balls that up, didn't I? Wow, that was really good. Good job, Cass. That was so dumb. Fucking scrotum. Cat's got groins on her mind, apparently so. Apparently so. Not purposefully. Oh, that was a bit of a Freudian slip, wasn't it? That was a really good job. Good, go me. Oh my god, stop getting stuck. Okay, this yarn can suck my dick. Cass knows Latin too, but it's all the sexy parts. Yeah, did you know that the word orchid actually just means testicle? And a place where I used to live that was translated, well, it was written in Welsh, but it literally meant field of orchids, which really is field of testicles. So that used to entertain me. Oh yeah, orchiectomy, yeah. Not to mention you said I balled that up. Yeah, I did. We're getting Helgi Horner. Oh my god. My brain. Horny Helga lore. She absolutely despises the fact that we call her Horny Helga. She was talking about it the other day. And I was like, you need to come and do a stream with me. And we need to, like, you know, carry on with the Horny Helga. She was like, no, we're not. Not to mention you said balled up. Yeah. Also, do you controlled hyperfocus topic is planes. Looking to get in either a light aircraft piloting license or private piloting license. That's pretty cool. Ah yes, the good old colonoscopy. Oh no. Oh no. How about thorny Helga then? She can be thorny when she wants to be. She can be really fucking grumpy. Like, I wouldn't want to get on. I wouldn't want to piss her off. I think she'd kick my ass, even though she's like 5 foot to a grasshopper. Like, I think she'd cause me some serious damage. Gotta hop off for some Valheim. Catch you later, Snow White Rose. Have a good one. Is her name even Helga? No, it isn't. Nowhere near Helga. But it's still funny. Posted Mr. Snack on Discord. Lovely. Everyone can go and see the snack. Not too bad, thanks. Southern Weirdo, how are you doing? Guess now we know after who Ellis has it. What, the nerdiness? It's definitely from his mum. Although I'd say all the car stuff is definitely from his dad and his brothers, but like, I'd say probably all the like history nerdness and the well actuallys are definitely from his mum. I just noticed, does Ellis have a fucking Space Marine cup? Yes, he does. I bought him that. Yeah, he has a lot of Space Marine stuff. I mean, to be fair, my desk is just full of either KDA or Kuromi. There is no in between. And my like blind box figures on my desk just keep growing, and I think I'm gonna get to a point where they I don't have any more room, so that's a problem. KDA is these. So it's League of Legends. KDA is a band within League of Legends. My chair is KDA. I don't know if you can see in the back there. There you go. And like I've got the KDA mouse mat. So I've got Kaiser and Ari on my desk. I've got quite a few KDA things kicking about, and then the rest of it then is all Kuromi. I have a problem. Oh my god, can this knot please get out of this piece of yarn? Because I feel like I'm just pulling this piece of yarn apart rather than actually getting the knot out. Ah. They need to do more KDA music. I completely agree, Tia. They haven't done any since like 2021. Or was it 2020? When did All Out come out? I'm pretty sure that was possibly 2020, maybe 2021. I can't quite remember off the top of my head. But I do know that it's been a bloody long time. And they need to sort that shit out. Like, stop making other new bands. We don't care, we just want more KDA. I mean, I'm just speaking for myself, but I'm sure there are other League players who agree with me. By the way, Kath, I can finally fully agree with you on the name. With the name Giles, I named my kitten. Yes! Giles. Let's go. I think the thing is, though, is that people, like, didn't really understand the, like... Because I think Gabby took it as that, like, I was calling an animal, like, Jeeves, as in, like, the, like, stereotypical butler type thing. But, like, no. It's Giles, and it's because of Buffy. It's not because he sounds posh. Not too bad, thanks, Dino Seeker. How are you? That's a weird way of saying we want more pentakill. No, we don't want more. Well, we can have more pentakill, but we also want more KDA, please. Hello, Absolute Zero. How you doing? 2020, I think, mid-pandemic is the only League stuff that ever managed to penetrate my orbit. Fair. Oh my god, look at this. The state of this. Yarn manufacturers, people who make yarn and put them into skeins, please, I beg of you, do a better job on your quality assurance, because this is not cool. To just send it into a blender. It looks like it. It fucking looks like it. No, I didn't. This is how it fucking came when I tried to get both ends out of the ball. Oh my god, your yarn has headphones in pocket syndrome. It does. It really does. It's just like, oh, I exist, therefore I must tangle. It's infuriating. Absolutely annoying. I thought it was a bikini till my eyes adjusted. What? The fucking yarn? I mean, you could try and make a crocheted bikini, but I don't know how well that would stay on your body. It depends on where you were going to wear it, I suppose. Kath, are you asking for quality control in the year 2025? Don't you know nothing has quality anymore? It's all just getting worse. Yeah. Yeah. Probably should have thought about that, shouldn't I? Thing is, though, is that some yarns I get are fine and they don't have what I have colloquially coined as yarn vomit stuck in the middle. Like, essentially, they'll make the outside of the yarn when you get the skein look all uniform and okay. But it isn't until you try to pull out the middle strand from the yarn, so you want to work from the middle of the ball, that you find out that actually it's just a fucking mess. And it looks like it's been in a fight with a raccoon. In a Renaissance fair. True? Possibly? Been watching you and the WP gang for a long time. Finally moved to Twitch to catch you guys live, and you're the first one I caught. I'm very excited. Yay! Hello, Annie. How you doing? Welcome to my channel. We're just having a chill and a chat here this evening. I don't know if I'm actually going to end up playing anything, but at the moment I'm just chatting to you lot. And I was intending to try and show you something with crochet, but at the moment, the yarn I'm trying to use is fighting me. And it's winning. It's not being very nice. So yeah. I mean, I would like it if we could kind of listen to whatever we wanted to. But, you know, we can't do that because we don't want any copyright strikes. Well, I don't want any copyright strikes on my channel. You guys might not care, but I do. Do not want copyright strikes. Oh my god, this yarn is embarrassing. Christ. It's just so fucking tangled. Like, just look at it. Oh my god. It's not good. Like a medieval knight, but under it's just a crochet two-piece bikini. Fuck yeah! I mean, I don't think that that's really going to stop from, like, getting chafing from the metal and everything, but, you could try. Why not? Oh, no, you could do a really cute little, like, two-piece. So you could have, like, a really cute little, like, crop top kind of thing, and then a tiny mini skirt, like a micro mini, so the peaches are out. That looks unsalvageable. I will salvage it, Zero. I will sort it out. Believe in me. It may take me a few hours, but we'll get there. But it's also why I figured if I just sort of did a little stream and sort of had a chat with you guys whilst I do it, I won't feel like I'm just wasting my time because, you know, we're all having a chat and a chill. I feel very breezy under my chain armor. Yeah. Oh, fuck. I really want to do that now. Just, like, hulking great big, like, oh my god, can you imagine? A space marine. I know, obviously, like, they can't take off their armor. But, like, a space marine with a tiny, tiny crochet bikini underneath. That'd be really funny. In my opinion. That would 100% be something that Slanesh would be down for, I feel. Because I feel like if Nurgle were to do it, he'd probably just eat the yarn. Because of the disease and everything. Slanesh would be down for it. But I think it would probably have to have more spikes in it than just yarn. Korn would probably just set it on fire. And Zinch would probably, like, I don't know, put some tentacles coming out of it or something. My mum used to crochet and she made me untangle her yarn, so I believe you can salvage that. I'm trying my best, Annie. I'm trying my best. It's an absolute fuckstick at the moment. It's just... I don't even know how it's managed to get this tangled. It's horrific. Like, there's just so many knots. But there we go. Apparently thinking, oh, I'm gonna pay and get some really nice yarn. Oh no, it doesn't matter because the people who made it didn't give a shit. Zinch would tell you the history of bikinis. Yeah, while shoving some weird, like, bird monster in your face or something. They could wear them underneath their plates. The only thing they can't take off is their second skin. True. But you know who would wear them underneath? The Emperor or the Primarchs or the Custodies. Oh yeah, 100%. Can you imagine fucking Gulliman there on fucking Terror? Just like tiny, tiny, like pink crochet bikini underneath. Yarn is a fickle adversary beyond the ken of even the very wise. Chaotic neutral when it's worst. Yeah. It's a shit. An absolute shit. And the thing is that I'm trying to, like, lay it out straight on the other side of my desk. But the chances are that that stuff's going to get tangled the more that I untangle this lot. So I might end up just being in a Ouroboros of yarn by the end of this. Who knows? I can imagine Rowboat Curlyman in a yarn mankini for sure. Yeah, do it. Oh, that'd be fucking great. Or who's the fucking is it Corvus? Like the really emo edgelord one. Him. He'd be lovely in a tiny bikini. Or like Magnus the Red. I'm sure he'd love it. Fulgrim. Fulgrim needs a tiny bikini. And with all the eyes that and stuff that's all up his like snaky bits, could put little like cups over them, like bra cups. Put away his nasties. I mean, I don't think Conrad Cruz. Yeah. Corvus Corax, that's the one. Yeah, Corvus Corax. I've posted some of my critters on Discord if you're interested. I'm sure people will be, Demonica, not me. But I'm sure other people will be. So thank you. I can't deal with bugs. The only type of bug I can deal with is moths. And that's because moths are really cute and fluffy. And like, I love the little fuzzies. And they're really pretty. I know that's kind of mean against all the other bugs because they can't help, in my opinion, being ugly. But, you know, they're just... Oh my god, I'm just getting this fucking yarn stuck everywhere. It just keeps getting caught to my yarn winder. Ugh. There we go. Right, let's put it in front. Love 40k names. Ferrus Manus, Iron Man, Corvus Corax, Corvid Corax. Yeah. Oh man, 40k just entertains me. It's so daft. I really should have put my water in the fridge beforehand because that tastes really weird. As I was saying before, reboot Girly Pop with his crochet bikini. I feel like reboot Girly Pop and Daddy Fulgrim need to have matching bikinis. Matching crochet bikinis, obviously. With like really cute charms and stuff on it. And I think that they could sort out a lot of their differences. These names mostly sound like exotic diseases. It's 40k. They might as well be. Imagine the Space Marines are going to war in a crocheted bright green thong. Yeah. Someone once said that the Space Marine chapters' names should be ranks in Tate's Hustler University. Yeah, possibly. I caught some real flack at my last 40k tournament because my Space Marines have Sister of Battle heads. What's wrong with that? It's just because they'll fucking make them with, like, official ones with their heads like that. All of mine are proxied, so, like, because Alice and I don't play normal 40k. We play like a bastardized version of Path to Glory. So it's basically using small squads of like between 7 and 10 minis under like chaos rulings. And you kind of just have like little skirmishes against each other. So pardon me, excuse me. The games only tend to last between like 30 minutes and 45 minutes. And that's perfect for me because it means that like I can toddle off after that and we're all good and I can hold my attention for that amount of time. We've also sort of changed some of the rules around a bit so that we don't do all of our activations in one go. We take turns to activate. And that works better for us. But I've basically gone and taken a bunch of Sisters of Battle minis from Wargaming Exclusive and Artel Miniatures. A lot of them are NSFW, so I wouldn't be able to show you guys on stream. And when I post them on my socials, I end up having to put silly emojis over their nips and their butts. But, you know. But yeah, it's a good laugh because I've themed it all with Slanesh. So I've basically just Slaneshified a bunch of pin-up style Sisters of Battle. And it's good. Krieg is a strong choice, however. Krieg is a strong choice. Alice, I think Alice used to have a Krieg army. The Skibbity chapter smokes a joint while crocheting new songs for each battle. I feel like there's going to be like a sect within like the Dark Eldar or something, and they're all crocheting, like putting all their sins for Slanesh and all their pleasure into crocheting. Maybe they're into like crochet shibari or something. If you don't know what shibari is, it's like kink rope work. But there's also a lot of like art involved in it because it's like the way that the rope plays and kind of making intricate knots and making things look pretty. So it's not necessarily just about the kink aspect. But it's a Japanese thing. Rope binding kink. Yep. Slanesh is the best chaos god. 100% agree. But I am a bit biased. I'm also quite the fan of Tzeentch. I can't say that I have much care for Khorne. He's just like your standard angry man. Like I just see Khorne as like a chaos version of Ares, essentially, from like Greek mythology. Like just always wants war, always wants blood, always wants angry death. And sacrifices to him through that. And yeah, cool. I get it. That's what you want, but nah. Khorne is just a freak on a leash. Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, really like Slanesh. Really like Tzeentch. I'm contemplating doing for my next army. Once I've actually finally finished this one, which was probably going to take me another year at this point. Because I keep doing so many other projects in the meantime. This crochet being one of them, because I'm presently making a Kuromi cosplay for when the new TV show comes out. And for a Comic-Con that my friend Katie and I are going to, because we're doing Kuromi and My Melody sort of couple cosplay. And it's going to be really cute. We're kind of basing it off of like Gothic Lolita, so lots of ruffles, silly fluffy bloomers. It's gonna be fun. What the fuck is this knot? Oh, it's not even a knot, it's just gathered upon itself. What the fuck? Okay, fine. Yeah, never really been much a fan of Khorne. Unless you're talking about the band. Called the band I'm here for, but although not their more recent stuff. I haven't really liked much of Khorne's more recent stuff, in all fairness. But I do enjoy Slanesh just clowning on Khorne by giving the greatest duelist, by having the greatest duelist among its demons. Yeah. I mean, the thing that kind of gives me the giggles is that, so most of Ellis's army is, because he's playing Undivided. So, I think it's like Malekith or something like that, like the supposed like 5th Chaos God. I think that's what its name was. I can't remember, or Malkor or something like that. I might be getting confused, but anyway, he plays Undivided, and most of his squad is Space Marines, which, yes, they're really fucking chunky and like do a lot of damage, but when it comes to activations and stuff, if I get to go first and I roll well, my demonettes are taking them the fuck out, because they're just so fucking zippy, and then they just can't catch them. So yeah, demonettes are a good time. What the fuck? These knots, man, they're gross. My mind is high. For some reason, I've got a mental image of Alex in a crocheted bikini chasing down models. That's a terrifying thought, yeah. I feel like Alex would probably wear a crochet bikini as well. Like, if he lost a bet, but... Malekith is the dark elf fantasy. Bellicor is the first demon prince who wants to be a god but never will. Is it Bellicor? I honestly can't remember. I only remember Ellis vaguely telling me something about that there was essentially another Chaos faction that is like the 5th one that isn't really spoken about in lore anymore. It was like one of the old lore bits. I could be wrong though. I could be remembering incorrectly. No, the 5th god was called Malice. Okay. I'll have to take your word for it, because I honestly cannot remember. Is the crochet bikini Alex's charity costume? I mean, it could be arranged, but I don't like being as... When was it? A few years ago, like, he almost like slipped his balls out on stream when he was moving around in his Batman onesie when he was doing a close-up. Like, we don't want to risk that again. And I feel like you're more at risk of a bollock slipping out when you're in a crocheted thong, you know? I don't know if that would actually go against Twitch's terms of service. I might have Tom Clancy, Dan Clancy coming in and shouting. Oh dear. Alex might not be comfy with it. Yeah, maybe not. I don't know. We'd have to ask him. To be fair, we're not that far into the planning for this year's charity stream yet, so not a clue what the potential themes for silly costumes are this year, but we'll see. Or like the Borat suit, but crocheted. I mean, it would be funny, but I don't think anyone needs to see that much of Alex. Like, he's my friend. I don't need to see that much of Alex. I'm good. You know? Where are we going? The boy. Just fucking, like, you'd have to get, like, the most disgusting, like, sparkly green yarn. Like, lime acid green yarn to make that out of crochet. Like, I feel like if you made it out of anything else, it wouldn't quite have the same effect. It would have to be gross. Or make it out of mohair, so it's incredibly itchy, but it kind of looks a bit like the Grinch. Because mohair, if you don't know, is like a really like scraggly type of yarn. And it's like super fluffy, but the fluffiness is kind of stiff. In my opinion, it looks a bit like pubes that have just been brushed out. Like, I'm not a fan of mohair. I won't use it. But I know some people who like working with it and like the effect of it. But Not for me. Not for me. I don't like working with it. I don't like the texture of it. I don't see, aside from like, so I think you can make rope and stuff out of it. So I think unless you were to like make it for more practical uses, as something that you would wear as a garment, like against your skin. No. Yeah, Cassandra Ross, absolutely. Like if you Google it, it's fucking rough. It looks awful. Look, hang on, I'll show you. Let me have a quick look. So mohair yarn. If you go to images. Oh, it's not really showing it very well on the pictures. Hang on. So we do a window capture. We make me a bit smaller and shove me over in the corner. Hello. And then do a display capture. No, window capture. And then do mohair yarn Google Chrome. There we go. Right. So you get, like, you can't really tell with this. Let me just try and find you a good example. So there you go. That fluffy shit. That fluffy shitty stuff. Let's go like that. Like, you think it's going to be lovely and soft, right? You think something like that might be lovely and soft. It's not. It feels like fucking wire wool. It's not nice. And even the more expensive ones, I've still found feel like shit. I've yet to find a mohair that is actually nice. Like it says soft silk mohair. Don't believe you. Sorry, but I don't believe you. Absolutely not. Like, it looks kind of cute, right? But just, no. You're right. You're good. Thank you very much. Don't want it. We're still on the bikini topic, right? Yeah, kind of. It looks like pubes that's been stretched out. Come on, Kath. You can't address Jake like that when he's not here. Ouch. Fucking third degree burns. Although I did have him pretty well in the last the last video we put out for Fly Night. If you guys haven't seen that roast I gave him, I'm surprised he was still living after it, to be honest. But I was quite proud of it. it just came out. Looks like it feels like the fiber stuff you find in the attic. Yeah. I get what you mean there. That kind of weird, like, pink fluffy stuff that you get, like, in the insulation bits. Is that what you're talking about? Oh, you ate in that video and left no crumbs. Thanks, Latia. I do try. Sometimes. I mean, I wasn't even trying. It just came out. Like, I had no control over that coming out of my brain. And then out of my mouth. It just was what it was. Oh my god. What is this? What is this? This is a really stupid knot. There we go. My grandma gave me mohair yarn when she gave me her old knitting supplies. I refused to use it. Yes, misplaced Alice. It's shit. It's awful. I'm really picky about the yarns that I use. Like, at the moment, I'm trying to unravel Egyptian cotton yarn. So the yarn that I've got here is yarn. Is this? It's this stuff. It crochets up really nicely. But whoever in particular wound this skein did a really fucking shit job. Like mineral wool. Yeah. Yeah, it would make my hand scream as well. No, I can't do it. There's in the craft shop that I go to in Bridgend, there's a lot of like natural wool, like undyed wool, and it's only sort of been washed and treated for like germs and stuff, because obviously it's come straight off a sheep. You know, whales, sheep, all that. But like, I can't touch it because it feels so abrasive. I can't stand the feeling of it. It just... Bleh. No. I'm a very, like, texture-orientated person. And I get really overstimulated by textures quite quickly. If I don't like a texture of something, that's it. Like, we'll never touch that thing again. Or we'll try not to anyway. How did I just get that around... Oh, for goodness sake. I've managed to loop yarn around poor little Barry the Bat here, who lives on my mic stand. Get Jake a horsehair plaster for his bikini. If he survives one mission of World War Z wearing it, then he's a chat. Oh, fucking hell. Oh, dearie me. What is this? It's just... I swear it's getting worse rather than better. Like, I will get through it, but I don't like it. Eesh. Something that drives me crazy are those paper labels and t-shirts, especially at the neck area. Yeah, they're really uncomfortable. I agree. I hate them too. And then sometimes, even if you cut them out, the area around it is really itchy and gross. And then that makes you sad. It's not good enough. It's just not good enough. Right, fuck this. Right, I'm going to cut this end off on this bit. Senpai. Reattach. Senpai? Thank you for the senpai there. Tereskin, how you doing? Hello. Come and join in watching me suffer. Because suffering is happening right now. What the fuck happened there? There we go. Thank you. Right. Oh, fuck off. Stop getting caught in the... there we go. Thank you. Right. Just shouting at my yarn winder because, you know, why not? For some reason, bullying Jake is such a therapeutic way to relax. I mean, I don't think Jake is of that opinion, but I know what you mean. Oh, for goodness sake. To be fair though, when it comes to clothes and stuff, I just generally buy a lot of mine off Vinted these days. I mean, if I really need something like now, I'll like hop to Asda or something. But generally, I'll try and get something secondhand because I'd rather stop it from going into landfill if I can. Rather than, you know, not getting stuff together. Okay, this might work. It might not, but it might. Are we gonna work? No, we're still tangling. You fucking bitch. I spent so long untangling you for you to now tangle yourself back up again. I knew this was gonna happen. I fucking knew it. Oh my goodness. Why does the yarn hate me? Why? I have done nothing to you, yarn. What is your beef? Like, look. It just did that straight away. Like, my guy! There's no wonder that, like, people when they're beginning to learn how to crochet fucking give up. You gotta deal with this bullshit. Don't think so. I wouldn't have the patience for this. You're a hero. I think just, like, chemically imbalanced rather than a hero. Honestly. Fucking roasting in here. The only problem is, though, drinking sparkling water, I'm going to end up needing to burp again in a minute. Question, could we reflect the sunlight back into space with Drunk's forehead to stop global warming? Ouch! That's a bit mean. Fucking hell. I mean, it's a bit different, like, when, like, the WPE guys say stuff that's mean to each other, because we're friends, and we can kind of check in with each other afterwards. Please don't just say stuff like that. It's not very nice. Like, I know that we're quite mean to each other. But the point is that, like, we are friends. We can check that, like, people are okay and stuff after the fact. Obviously. You don't know them personally, so you can't really check in on that sort of thing. My chemical imbalance would have set the thing on fire. Yeah. Yeah, I want to set the thing on fire at the moment, if I'm quite honest. I think it deserves it. Just how bloody tangled the shit is. It's awful. Don't like... Hang on. I'm sorry if you heard that. I didn't want to burp down the mic. Hang on, maybe we could use his balding spot as a solar panel for electricity. Ouch! Come on, guys, don't be so mean. Ugh. Like, look, we've got another fucking yarn nest of bollocks. I'm just hoping if I kind of, like, keep stretching it out, it might eventually come round to where it needs to be rather than bunching up on itself, which I think is part of the problem at the moment. It just seems to have, like, a magnetic pull to itself rather than doing what it needs to do, I think. Yeah, it's just... Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness! How was everybody's weekends, then? What did we all do? What did I do on the weekend? Fair point. What did I do on the weekend? So, all of Saturday, I pretty much spent doing artwork for the Craft Kutch, which is the craft shop that I go to. Because they wanted me to create them a new logo. So I've been working on that pretty much all of Friday and Saturday. And then Saturday evening, I went to Swansea and I met up with a few of my streamer friends. So, Nithexan, Carlton, and... Shit, what's Elijah's username? Nah, it's gone. His name's Elijah. I can't remember his, is it Starryu? Might be Starryu. Anyway, yeah, so we all met up. Nathan's girlfriend was there and I get on really well with her. So yeah, we all just met up for a few jars, for a few babies. Trying to work out plans for next week because we're all going to TwitchCon together. I think a lot of us are all staying in either the same hotel or like hotels really close by to each other. So we were trying to work out how all of our diaries will be looking so that we can all hang out together and do some fun shit. So it's not just work the entire time. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. But yeah, so I did that and then got the last train home from Swansea. Which was a journey of itself because it was just full of drunk people trying to get back to Cardiff. Because I think it had also been Pride celebrations in Swansea on Saturday, so it was like extra busy. Which was like, it was very loud and very overstimulating, and I did get a little bit a bit on the anxious side, but it was all right. Catch you later, Kiriel. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, so I came home and then on yesterday I did some more design work and then went over to my friend Katie's house and we worked on some bits of my Karomi cosplay. She taught me like how to make essentially like a sailor collar for it. Because she'd already like worked out how to make it, so I basically took her pattern, adapted it to fit my body shape so that it fits me exactly. Kind of futzed around with some some craft paper to work out a paper pattern and then cut it all out then in fabric. So I've got to finish sewing that. I can probably show you guys what I'm doing actually. If I show you my Miller note. Miller note. Miller note. Login. Okay. So I've got a Kuromi. So this is kind of like, this is what I was doing yesterday. So this was kind of the, hang on, it's gotten stuck behind my to-do list. So this is like a how to make a sailor collar that I found on DeviantArt. So I just shoved it in there. This is also obviously not sponsored, but Mila Note is fucking brilliant. If you do projects of any form, Mila Note is fucking fantastic because you can put everything into it. And all of your sources are all in one place. So I can work out how much I've spent on stuff, my colour palette, my to-do list, which is as long as my fucking arm. This was like the basic sketch that I made for what I wanted my cosplay to kind of look like. So at the moment I've made the bloomers. I'm in the well, I just need to sort of finish lace and put some darts into the stomach area. Because my brain, come on. I made them too big. So I need to take out material in the front. But like the little corset bit, I'm in the process of making at the moment. I'm just making the frilly bit now. I've done the main body. I just need to do the frilly bit. I then need to make the arm warmers, leg warmers. I've got like a fishnet shirt I'm going to wear underneath it. I need to make the bows. I need to make the ears. I'm in the process of making the sailor collar thing at the moment. These are the pattern for the bloomers that we used. And then I have like billions of reference images. So these are all my references. So my thought was I'm going to attempt to make a plush version of Baku, which is Kuromi's little sidekick thing, who's actually a tapir. So I'm going to try and make him, and I'm going to try and make him into a bag. These are some of the more original designs that I did that I decided against because they were too complicated and I hadn't learnt enough sewing at the time to be able to warrant doing it. But yeah, so that's kind of... That's Mila Note. It's really fucking good. If you do any sort of creative projects or anything like that, or just projects in general, it's also free, and I find it so helpful. There's loads of different things that you can do in terms of like how you can use it. If I go to my home, I've also started working on like a Vaporeon Sailor Scout kind of thing. So I've got lots of links for like how-tos and tutorials and things like that. And then like a little mood board with lots of different pictures and stuff. So I can kind of work out what it is I want to do with it. And yeah, would very much recommend using Milano if you are a creative in any particular way. I find it very useful. That is my Twitch screen. Probably don't want that. Just showing everything that I've been doing. There we go. So I'm trying to work out how to make the top of Kuromi's bow. I'm just singing along to something that I don't even know what it is. Because why not? Where is this going now? That's going that way. Where are all these things going? The UI is really fresh and clean. Yes, on Milano. Yeah, it's really good. And there's an app for it as well, so you can update stuff on your phone on the fly, which is really helpful when you're out and about and you're trying to buy materials and fabric and stuff. And then you're sat there going, what was it that I needed, and then you can check exactly what it was that you needed, because hopefully you've put it on your list. I just find it really, really useful, especially with like the to-do list functions and stuff, and being able to sort of pin different links and tutorials and stuff like that in there. It's very helpful. Like, yeah, I mean, even if you were working on like D&D role-playing style stuff, you could probably find a way to use Milanote pretty easily for something like that. Just a thought. I mean, I don't do stuff like that, so but I could see how that could be used in that kind of way. Yes, it is really easy and helpful in terms of navigation. It is indeed. Is this ever going to become untangled? My goodness. I mean, I've already untangled all this shit once, and it's just decided to tangle all of itself back up again. Which, I fucking knew it would. I'm pretty sure I said, like, half an hour ago, oh, I guarantee you now this stuff is just going to tangle itself back up again, and it's going to be the fucking worst. And, no, hashtag not sponsored. No, I'm not sponsored. I mean, if Milanote do want to sponsor me, I use their fucking products all the time. Yeah, if they do want to sponsor me, then give us a shout. But no, sadly not sponsored, but happy to share a resource that I find really useful and really helpful, particularly as someone who is very creative and likes to have an ability to write stuff down and to have all those notes in one place rather than like saving a million notes on my phone or like taking a billion screenshots and then having them all in my phone and shit like that. So yeah, definitely would say give it a go if it's something that you think might help you. Just realised I need to start thinking about what I want to take with me to Rotterdam. I honestly don't know what I want to take with me. I mean, I'm assuming I'm probably going to be dressing for warmer weather, because if it's anything of what the UK is like at the moment, I think everywhere else is relatively toasty at the moment. I don't know, where are you guys all in the world? Like, are you all kind of scattered about the place? What's the temperature and weather like where you are at the moment? Obviously, Northern Hemisphere specifically. Copenhagen. What's it like in Copenhagen? I've never been to Copenhagen. I would like to go. Unraveling a yarn that big is my pastime, weirdly. Really? You're mental. Why? This is not enjoyable. I want to be able to do, like, the fun bit, not the, dying in a ball of yarn bit. Because this is just dumb. One of the sizes of the UK. Always dress for sun now. It's out in the UK, but always have a coat on just in case. Never trust the weather. Fair. Croatia, Dubrovnik. Oh, nice. I would like to visit Dubrovnik. Netherlands, and we're rocking 20 degrees Celsius. Rather cool breeze occasionally. Okay. I mean, yeah, so it's about, I think, Netherlands then are about the same as to what the UK is at the moment. So, if I just wear what I wear in the UK over in Netherlands, it should be okay. Germany is 19 degrees Celsius. Poland is rainy and cold. Not the person to ask. I'm warm at 75 degrees Fahrenheit. Thank you very much for putting the Celsius conversion in there, because I have no idea when it comes to Fahrenheit. Which countries in the world use Fahrenheit aside from America? Are there other places that use Fahrenheit? Oh my god, this is just hell. I'm pretty sure that this is what, like, hell for me would be, is just trying to unravel skeins and skeins of yarn that just get stuck together. What the fluff? It's just so knotted. It shouldn't be. I've already untangled this part. It's just taking the piss. Now weirdly my ADHD and autism have knotted stuff. Loves knotted stuff. Oh, okay. I mean, my ADHD does not enjoy this knotted stuff right now. A wild pupper appeared. She did. She just walked straight past me to go and look out the window. We are, although rumours say that the UK is wetter than the Netherlands, but I think we are both screwed when it comes to our climate. Yes, I think the UK is wetter because I think we're more humid. With being a bit more south. Not gonna lie, out towns and cities are so like a fantasy dream. What do you mean, green Quillock? Whenever anyone has anything knotted, they hand it to me. As I can most of the time find the path. I mean, I'd definitely be giving this to you. I think. Because, these knots are stupid. They are so, like, stuck inside themselves. How very dare they? Ugh. Some interesting sounding music. I think that's a viola? Excellent. Do any of you lot like bands like Sleep Token and stuff like that? If so, have you heard their new album? If yes, what are your thoughts? Sneaky Lyra in the background. I know, she's just plodding about. Doing good plods. I think actually she needs her food, so if you guys give me a moment, I will be right back. I need to go and feed her. And we're back. Hello. So I've tried listening to Sleep Token, but I can't grasp the music and what it wants to be. That's fair. It does genre jump like crazy. So I can completely understand that. They do seem to have done quite well for themselves, though. They seem to have really picked up in popularity. At least from when I started listening to them. Like, I saw them quite a few years ago now, I think. I want to say, like, when there was that, like, break in the UK in the pandemic where the government were like, yeah, you can go back out and do stuff now. And then afterwards they locked us all back up again. To start with, they were like, yeah, go out, spend stuff, spend money, go help the economy. And I think at that point, like, we went to go and see Sleep Token in Bristol, and they were really, really good. We saw them in like an old church that had been like made into like a gig venue. It was really freaking cool. What the fuck has happened here? I have another knot. Great. Yay. Love that for me. Yeah, and it was really cool. It was like really atmospheric, because obviously they go about the whole thing about it being like lore-wise for the band, about it being like a worship for a god of sleep, I think. So yeah, it kind of made sense with it then being in a church, or like an old church. But yeah, it was really cool because they had like all the like candles and shit lit, and yeah, it was nice. Oh no, the cone of shame. Yes, the cone of shame. She is not happy about her cone of shame, but it's good for her. Yes, Lyra. Basically looks like the town city from Attack on Titan with the walls. Oh, that's cool. Is that in Germany? I swear there was a town or a city in Germany that they based it on, I think. Oh, sorry, I know that architecture looks relatively Germanic. Whether I am correct or not in that, though, is to be debated. How are you doing, Brother Butters? I fucking love that name. It's like Butters from South Park became a friar. It's tasty. Okay, I think we're getting there, guys. We are slowly getting there. It's less tangled. I might now actually... Don't get stuck around my keyboard. I spoke too soon. Hang on. Are you gonna... Yave? Go on. Don't tangle as you go through. You can do this. Yarn. We've been here for an hour and 40 minutes trying to detangle you. You can do this. Let me actually show the people what it was I was going to do, rather than just winding yarn for fucking an hour and 40 minutes and me yapping at everyone. I don't know. Have you guys, like people who watch my streams normally, have you enjoyed this stream any more than where I like obviously stream games and stuff? Or like, do you still prefer when I do gaming stuff? Or are you cool with this more like chill, chatty type thing? Give me some feedback, please. I need to know. Because obviously I stream to like entertain you lot, so knowing if I'm actually being entertaining is helpful. In all fairness. Oh, dear me. I find sometimes that just chatting lets you get to know your community, so sometimes it helps. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you got less to concentrate on with, like, there not being, like, a game and stuff involved. What the heck just happened there? No, do not get tangled, you fuck. There we go. Both is good. I love Silent Hill, but just chatting with you is really fun. Ah, thanks, Lucia. I appreciate. Oh my god. Look, just look. It's not getting any better, guys. It is not. Let's do a little vote. Do you want me to continue yapping, or should we play some Silent Hill? Silent Hill or more yap? Silent Hill. Yap. Away, bitch. Gonna put it up for 2 minutes. Start a poll. Content does not meet guidelines. It's because I put bitch in there, isn't it? Start poll. There you go. Thank you. Poll is active. How about the poll? Try and look up the overview of the ancient city of Dubrovnik. It looks like Attack on Titan, but it's been there since the Christian era, 7th century. Wall still intact and all, guards still roaming above and beneath the wall. That's really cool. I know Dubrovnik is where they film King's Landing for Game of Thrones stuff. My first stream, but it's nice listening whilst I work on Space Engineers. Chit chat is soothing and non-distracting. Cool. It's good to know. Really enjoyed the yapping. I haven't seen you play solo, so I'm curious, but I am enjoying myself. Okay. Not gonna lie, just having a chat with you is really fun, especially when you cuss the hell out of the yawn. Do you mean yarn? Because yarn's a bitch, but I don't like yawning either. So. What the fuck is this song? Hell no. This is the problem with having to use NCS stuff. Just jumps through them genres like no one's business. Yes, yarn too. Yeah. Yeah, just the yarn's just getting all stuck on itself. Ugh. I'm assuming the dog is done with her dinner and is now just gone and flumped somewhere, I think. She's not behind me. Love the yapping while I try to platinum Assassin's Creed Shadows. Nice. Is it any good? I have considered purchasing it. But if it's anything like, what was the last one I played? Oh, you want more yapping? Alright. Yapping 1. By a considerable margin. Alright, cool. I'll just keep yapping then. What was I saying? No, it's gone now. I can't even remember now. Oh, yeah, Assassin's Creed. That's it. Okay. So I never completed Valhalla. I didn't complete Odyssey. I think the last Assassin's Creed game that I actually completed was possibly Origins. Kath, have you listened to Epic the Musical? Obviously. Obviously I have. I'm a big fan of Epic. Like, the Odyssey is like one of my favourite ancient stories. If you didn't know, I'm a big mythology nerd. That is my specialist subject, specifically ancient Greece and Rome. So yeah. What is going on here? Yeah, I really like Epic. It's good. But yeah, I didn't like Valhalla either, Tia. I just couldn't get on with it. Just so many. I think the problem is with a lot of them is just like so many silly fetch quests and shit like that, and I'm like, I want just like how games, like Alice and I were discussing this the other day, like how games used to be, where you get like a 15-20 hour game that has a good story, start to finish, and it's a good time. You have fun, and then that's that. You know, I don't have the time to put hundreds of hours into a big RPG thing that has like a million things on my HUD map and is confusing the shit out of me. I don't have that. The new AC Shadows doesn't have Edciard's Toria skin. How dare they? Lesson of the day, don't piss off Poseidon. I mean, I'd have thought people would have learnt not to piss off the gods in general. It's not just Poseidon you need to be worried about. It's everyone. Arguably, the one that gets the least pissed off is probably Hades, but he has, like, the most, like, bad reputation within pop culture, I think, just because he's the god of, the underworld. He's not even the god of death. He just guards the underworld. Like, the god of death is Thanatos. But no one really speaks about him. But, yeah, it just don't piss off the gods in general, really. It's better that the recent RPG games were not as good as Assassin's Creed 2 or Black Flag. The gameplay is much better than Valhalla, and there is some emotion in the acting. I love the stealth and the movement they added. Okay, I might give it a look. I tried to get into Valhalla, but it felt like it was such a drag getting in the first boss and building stuff. Yeah, I agree, Dover. It was such a bloated game. There was just so much in there, and I don't think any of it actually felt like it was of much consequence. It just felt like it was there because it was there. Do you know what I mean? It just, yeah, nah. Was that Navi? I swear that was Navi then. I knew it. I was so sure that you had definitely heard about it. Just had to confirm. Yeah. Yeah. I was that sad bastard there waiting for each saga to be released. Hades is a pretty good dude. Yeah, he is. Has a very important job. But additionally, like the ancient Greeks and stuff wouldn't use his name a great deal because they were actually like scared that if they used his name, it would bring his attention to them, and because he was like the guardian of the underworld and stuff, that like it could invoke them ending up having like an early death and things like that, or not ending up in the section of the underworld where they wanted to be, because the underworld isn't just the underworld, it's got lots of different areas. Dying Light 2 had the same result as Valhalla. Yes. Also, Thanatos is not a bad person. It's just the connotations of death that people like makes people think he's bad. Yep, agree. They can't help that that's their job. Hate the Greek gods are neither good nor evil. Hades is nicer than the other gods, but he ain't a good person. Yeah, they're all... I wouldn't really say that any of them are particularly good. I mean, none of the... well, there are some that are just, like, outright bad. But it also depends on where you stand with a lot of things, I think, ethically, morally, etc. And also kind of, like, what variants of each story it is that you're reading / listening to, like what source it's come from, and things like that. So I was too engulfed with information you didn't need nor connect to the story whatsoever. Also, what the fuck did you do with the previous grappling hook? Oh, precious grappling hook. It's just a dangling climbing rope. Ah. Yeah. It was a little bit disappointing. I think because of... I mean, I think I completed the first game like 3 or 4 times. I really loved like the first Dying Light, and like I just wanted more of that. We didn't need all of the extra stuff. But then also if you look at like a lot of games recently, specifically by like the more AAA type, they're just, I don't know, they're just not like they used to be, man. I miss the old school kind of like traditional expansion pack, like before DLC really became DLC, where you had I'm just trying to think. So, like, for example, with The Witcher 3, they have old school expansion packs. It's still counted as DLC, but they've got their own, like, stories and stuff within them. It's not just a load of side quests and just some extra cosmetics and stuff. They do it kind of like an old school expansion pack. Yeah, same with Cyberpunk 2077. I mean, to be fair though, they are both the same dev. It's CD Projekt. So yeah. But yeah, they still do the old school model of it. I mean, I still feel like there's maybe like a few too many fetch / side quest / busybody work. That is just not for me. But because the problem is because I'm one of those people that's like, I have to get all of the achievements. I have to know exactly what's going on and everything. I end up doing them all, and then I never end up actually completing the main game because I get so burnt out on having to do all the side shit, and I feel like compulsively that I have to do it because otherwise I'm missing out on stuff. And then I never actually end up completing the game properly because I get so frustrated with having to do all the fucking side stuff. Like, I want games like the old BioShock games, you know, like a good sort of, 10-15 hour game. You've got an expansion pack that gives you like more lore and like another mission and stuff to do that's like a couple of hours long. That'd do me fucking happily. Like, if someone wants to make not even like another BioShock game, but like games like that, like a story driven, character driven game that tells a story, gets it done, then maybe has like a few DLCs that are actual expansion DLCs. Like, yeah, fucking down for that shit. I'm sick to death of these fucking bloated games that I don't have time to sit down and play properly. And when people are like, oh, but it gets really good after you've played like 20 hours of it. I don't have 20 hours. I play video games for a living. I do not, but I still don't have 20 hours to put into that game. Like, unless it can grab me in the first like hour, like, unless I'm sat there with nostalgia glasses on, it's difficult. Destiny 2 had a lot of expansion DLCs. I mean, they're still releasing them, aren't they? And yes, Sims a bunch of DLC and Little Substance, yes. Currently how Planet Crafter is doing stuff. Current free update. What did they put into the update, XOps? So I fucking love Planet Crafter. I went and completed it myself after doing all the stuff with WP. You can go between planets and moons. Ooh! A game should hook you right away. Yeah. I agree. Whether it be from the environment, the world that you're in, like a character, intrigue, whatever. Like, pull me into your world, man. I love things that can just like pull me in and like give me that escapism for a bit and be really entertaining and make me feel different emotions and stuff. Like, fucking write your characters well. It's frustrating. Unfortunately, there's an idea amongst a lot of gamers that because of game prices today, devs have to brute force content into a game to make it last 50 hours or it risks not getting bought. Game bloat is very real. But it's open world. Great. Is all of that open world relevant then? Completely agree with you guys. I just, like, I want to be able to actually enjoy the world that I'm in and not have to be like, oh, I've got to go to this marker and then I've got to go to this marker and oh, that marker's like fucking, I don't know, 50 miles away, but I can't get to it until I've completed this quest. But then I've also got to do this quest to get there, but that quest is just a fucking fetch quest. Or it's like a, I don't know, bloody, whatever, like stupid fucking mission or something, and you're just sat there like, no. No. That immediately makes me just go, nope, turn off. I'm done. Bye-bye. Game already ended on last year, August. Yeah. I did more stuff as well to unlock and research. Now you can go to the moons. You have the DLC planet. You can now travel to that as well on one save. Ah, that's really cool. Yeah, I might give that a look again then. Because, like, yeah, stuff like Planet Crafter, you can just drop in and out of it. Obviously, it's not massively story driven, but if you find stuff in and around the world, you do pick up little bits of story and stuff. But it's mostly just a crafting game, and it's a bloody good crafting game. I really enjoy it. Unpopular opinion, The Witcher 3 is overrated. The game did not interest me at all. So I enjoy The Witcher from both the book's point of view and from the games. But I do understand what you mean. It is vast. And I think people probably do give it a bit more than maybe it needs in like congratulating it, I think. My thing's just gotten all tangled again. Fuck's sake. What are you stuck on now? Christ. Have I played until then? No, I don't think I have. Is it any good? Is it worth picking up and playing? But no, I don't think I have. Alright, okay, this yarn is now stuck inside of itself. That's fun. Love that for me. Christ, what's happened here? Oh, we just have another knot, just for the case of it, I think. Hoping the crochet is going well. I've actually not done any crochet yet, Judo, unfortunately. I've been sat here trying to unwind a shitty skein of yarn for the last 2 hours. I've been live for 2 hours trying to work on the same fucking skein of yarn that is refusing to behave itself. It's not good, but you know, I'm just chatting to you guys whilst I'm doing it, really. It has the same energy and commitments as Mori. Okay. I don't think I ever completed a Mori. I think I did some of it on stream at some point. But I don't think I ever actually completed it. Damn, the one thing worse than wires to untangle, I guess. Yeah, it's literally like trying to untangle your fucking Christmas tree lights. And just everything, just all the yarn bits just seem to fucking stick to each other. It's infuriating. Yeah, I don't think I ever completed a Mori. It is, again, another one on my list to go back to at some point. But, I just find it really difficult to... I think that's why I play so much League of Legends. Is because I find it difficult to actually sit down and have enough time to put, like, hours into a game. Like, quite often I only have, like, I don't know, like 45 minutes to an hour to be able to put into something. And so I guess sometimes I'm just like, yeah, fuck it, I'll play a match of League, or, you know, usually I tend to play TFT, which is a variant from League, and then, like, play that whilst I'm eating or watching something. But most of the time, in my downtime, I'm like sewing or crocheting mostly, and then watching stuff. Wait, you play League? Would you like to tell me more? Like your mains and your roles? I'm a support main. I mostly play Seraphine, Sona, and Morgana. I do dabble in a bit of Senna every now and then, and a bit of bot and jungle. If I'm botting, it's Zaya, Kai'Sa, and my brain's just gone. Zaya, Kai'Sa, and Ashe. If I'm jungling at the moment, I'm doing more Lilia or Kindred, but my mains are usually Warwick and Amumu for jungle. I get the opposite of that problem I've got all the time due to unemployedness, but no motivation to play anything really. That can also happen. It's about this young Filipino student traversing the hardships of life with psychological twists that really hit your childhood nostalgia. The scenarios are really true to life. Oh, okay, cool. I've been popping in and out of Needy Streamer Overload, and that's been quite cool. If you like your sort of, I guess you could kind of call it like a VN, but more of an interactive VN. Kind of in the same sort of psychological vein as things like DDLC and stuff. But I have been enjoying that. Again, that's something you can kind of... It is hard to put that down, though, because like sometimes you're like, oh, okay, I'm trying to do a particular run. And then you forget what you were doing, and then you make the wrong decision if you leave it, and then... bleh. So that can be a bit more difficult. Yeah. I think mostly these days, like, yeah, I just tend to... I think because I tend to be at my desk and I tend to be crocheting or sewing or something, I tend to put, like, a VN on or something that's more casual, something like League or, like... I even played a bit of Marvel's Rivals last week to try it out because I heard that people were enjoying it. And, yeah, I didn't mind it. Like, it obviously gave me a lot of... old vibes for how old Overwatch used to be, because I used to play a lot of Overwatch, but obviously it's kind of gone down the poopy hole, so I haven't played a great deal of Overwatch in quite some time. I think the first season for season 2 for Series 2, when it came out, I played that quite a bit. But then I just kind of went, oh, no, I can't be asked. Fellow support main, my friends always convinced me that I was the only one. Personally, more tank main like Nautilus, Blitz, Brum, and Thresh. So I personally declared Sivir and Morgana as my nemesis because of their spell shields. Yeah, they're annoying. Overwatch has gone down the poopy hole. Understatement of the year. Yeah, I used to really love Overwatch. I had so many hours in that fucking game, man. I dread to think what level I actually got to in it. I can't remember where I got to in it, but I used to play a lot of Overwatch. And even then, I was a support or tank main. So, Mercy, Moira were my two support mains generally on that front, or Brigitte, and then D.Va mostly for Brain. D.Va mostly for tank. I own a D.Va and Mecha statue. I liked it that much. However, the Mecha fell down and its legs broke. Oh no! Yeah, I was planning to do like a full-on D.Va cosplay and stuff, and then like I think because I fell out of love so much with Overwatch because of how shit it became, I just That and I couldn't. Is he still the CEO? Bobby Kotick, whoever, if he is still the CEO of Blizzard, I was just like, nah, you can fuck off. So yeah, I don't play Overwatch anymore. But I quite liked Rivals. Although it was kind of one of those things where I was like, oh, well, you know, this character's really like blah, blah, blah. And oh, this character's got moves like this one. And it's like, for fuck's sake, Kath, like, just play the fucking game. So I was annoying myself a bit with that. Because I was like, this character's working a bit like Moira. Shut up, just play the game. I'm also a tank main. Your residential annoying wrecking ball. That just bazinga my way downtown. Yep, fucking wrecking ball, man. The amount of times as Mercy I've been caught mid-air just being smacked out of the way by that little fucking hamster. God damn. How dare. It's getting smaller, guys. It is getting smaller. I know that looks like it's not getting anywhere. But it's smaller than it was. Yeah, I'm not quite sure who I like in Marvel's Rivals yet. I haven't worked out who is quite my jam in that, but we'll see. Same for me on circle points. I used to attach to the center and roll around the point, smacking away the opposition. Yeah, it just... The game was so broken for stuff like that, though, because you could just sit there and just spin and be like, I'm done. Honestly, it's not a bad thing personally, as if someone else played Overwatch and wants to play Rivals, you can go, this character would easy win. That is very true. I played Overwatch once or twice, never got into it. Rivals, however, I already have 100 hours. Whoa, fair play. Soler. Who do you play? And as an old Mercy, Moira, and Diva main, who would you recommend I play in Rivals? You've got mass reported once in Rivals. Why? Oh, you mean Hawkeye. Okay, for abusing Adam Warlock. Oh dear, okay. Is Deadpool in there yet? Have they put Deadpool in the game yet? Although, like, I'm like a huge, like, old school X-Men fan, so, when I say old school, I'm talking, like, the 90s cartoon. I want Phoenix, damn it! And Jubilee! Honestly, I played as Diva, flew directly into enemies and used all my attacks at once. Got destroyed and got the fuck out of there. That Deadpool's not in it yet. Ah, okay. Yeah, Soler, who as someone who played a lot of Overwatch and did Mercy and Diva and Moira, who should I play in Rivals? Because I'm not sure who to play. I haven't found anyone that's made me go, yeah, I want to play this champ. Penny Parker is sort of Diva. That's true. But she kind of feels like a Diva imposter, if you know what I mean. She feels too much like Diva. Honestly, I played as Diva, flew directly into the... Oh, I've already read that, okay. Sorry, I'm not sure what any of the Overwatch characters do. What kind of playstyle were they? So, with Mercy, you could fly around, zip to your allies and heal or damage boost them. You could zip about and kind of keep air by doing it that way, because you could basically bounce between them if you timed it correctly. Which obviously I did, because I was great at playing Mercy. I am joking. Moira basically used to send out orbs, so one orb would heal your companions and one orb would damage your enemies. And basically the more that you healed, the better your damage output would be. And then you basically just charged up like a fucking huge ass beam and shoved that in their faces for the ultimate. Mercy also had a resurrection ability where obviously you can bring someone back to life. Diva was a tiny chick in a big ass mech who would stomp around the place, do a bunch of damage, get a closer pistol, would zip in, and then be able to go back and like... They're kind of like a dive tank, would be able to bounce back and around. There was May, a character that could freeze you or hide in an ice shield and was annoying. Yeah, May was really annoying. I never played her personally, but yeah, she was a pain in the bum to deal with. Rocket Raccoon feels like Mercy. Yeah, so I did have a match as Bruce Banner / Hulk, and he did feel kind of diva-ish. Like Diva Light. Oh, fuck, I've done that again. Right, there we go. Cloak and Dagger, I feel, is Moira, as they have the damage heal sides. Rocket Raccoon is Mercy, as he heals, damage buffs, and can revive. Plush Imagine... Oh my god, Winston was the bane of my existence sometimes. Yep, Winston, like, he's very much a dive tank. Imaginally painstakingly killing the enemy tank, then Adam Warlock comes out of nowhere and revives that tank and even overheals the tank. It's nice of them. I went full Terminator with May in one of the Xmas games, 4v1 me, the one I absolutely creamed the enemy team. Nice. I used to do Battle Mercy, which people wouldn't expect, and where you would do the like team deathmatch against like it would be you versus like 4 other people. I think there's actually some clips of it on Twitch. If not Twitch, definitely on my Instagram, because it might have been when I wasn't streaming. But because I used to stream a lot of Overwatch, but I don't think I streamed at that particular moment that I'm thinking of. And yeah, I took out the entire all 4 of the other people with Mercy, who isn't supposed to be able to do that. And everyone was like, what the fuck? A good Pharah is annoying to go up against. Yeah, she can be. Sounds like a fake energy drink, and I don't know why. Yeah. Venom is pretty good as a dive tank, can swing around. I liked being as annoying as I could possibly with playing Lucio. Yeah, Tia, I remember you booping people all the time with Lucio. Pharah and Echo. Those two are so annoying when they're together. Pharah and Mercy is a really old school technique that Alex and I used to do quite a bit. And fucking hell. Like, yeah, you'd wreck face because you just boost and heal Pharah constantly. And you just stay in the sky. It's a bit broken. Cloak and Dagger sounds the most similar to the healers you describe. Okay, thank you, Solar. I will give it a little look-see. So, I've detangled that lot. And he's just separated on his own now. Because I think I've cut enough bits of this fucking yarn apart to try and get through some of the knots. We're still going, guys. We're still going. Yeah, I used to really enjoy Overwatch. I haven't played it for quite some time now, but yeah. Looks like spaghettified Kirby, and it makes me sad to think about. Oh no, Kirby! Oh fuck, why would you do that to my little pink man? Not Kirby. Poor Kirby. He's gonna be a sad boy. Eesh. Yeah, Kirby's quite fun. I mean, I guess, like, if you wanted to play as Kirby and just go and smash people, just go and play Smash Bros, right? If Kirby became Dragon Beard Candy. Dragon Beard Candy? What's Dragon Beard Candy, Exops? Oh, there is a clear for a whole gap in the map. It's good for a Roadhog. Yeah, and for just booping people away. I'm going to burp again. I'm trying not to burp though. Since Hawkeye's slash can knock people back, it's my favourite thing to try and knock people off the map. Nice. I don't really know what all the champs do, to be fair, so I'm just going to have to take your word for it. Where the fuck is this going? There we go. You're there. Stay. Bad yarn. Naughty yarn. A suggestion for your crochet is to make Sora's KH2 jacket. So I want to make his KH2 cosplay. I don't think I want to make it out of yarn. I think I want to sew it, but you never know. I might do it. Oh, there's the ticks. Hello. Yeah, I have seen a few Kingdom Hearts patterns around and about. Mostly Powpoo fruit. Which is like a little star-shaped plushie, essentially. If you don't know what that is. So I might make that at some point. But I'm trying not to make too many plush because I went through a phase of making so much plush. And as someone who collects plush, Ellis has now gotten to the point where it's a one-in, one-out system. So if I make or buy plush, I have to get rid of one that I already own. And if there's none that I want to get rid of at that particular time, then tough. Basically. I think the map in Ilios, there's a massive well in the middle and a cliff just beside. Yeah, there it was. Yeah, it was on quite a few of the Greek maps actually have got like the cliffs and then the holes. Because I think it's based on Cephalonia? Is it Cephalonia? No, wherever the place is that has got like those famous white buildings with the blue roofs on like the cliffside. I can't remember where that is. It's somewhere quite famous. Could you tell? I could never do that. I got love for my plushies of the fact that I've had in the past 20 years. Yeah, it's difficult. Could you tell me what your proudest creation is in terms of crochet? Proudest creation. It's hard to say, really. I think probably the giant red dragon that I made. That we lovingly called Bryn, which means hill in Welsh. And he got put in the window at my local craft shop. And someone came and bought him, and they were from Ireland, and they took him home with them. And so Bryn now lives in Ireland. I was quite proud of that one. I'm trying to think what else I was quite proud of. I mean, I'm in the process of making like an underbust corset in crochet at the moment. And that's going quite well. But we'll see we'll see how it ends up. Like in the end, I haven't finished it yet, so unfortunately I've run out of yarn for the bottom frilly bits at the moment, so I have placed an order with my local yarn shop, but it's depends on how fast their supplier can get it to them as to when I can get that finished. Well, the new Roadhog right now with the added perks, he's also become a healer for his entire team. Really? Just finished a game like before I ended the stream. Just got done playing a game of Overwatch 2 as Roadhog with 9k heals for myself and my team. What the fuck? What was your healer doing? If Hog is able to heal and get the most heals at 9k. If Bryn had gone to Scotland, I would have been worried that they would have recruited him for the Tri-Resident Cup. No, Bryn's gone to Ireland. I think it was Cork that they lived in Ireland, County Cork. So, yeah, little Bryn, he's gone to live his little life over in Ireland, which I thought was lovely. Just trying to think. Like, I was quite proud of my Jinx hood that I made, but I still haven't taken any fucking pictures of it. Since I finished it. I need to really get on with that and do it. Because at the moment, it's just sat upstairs in my wardrobe. I haven't used it because once I finished it, the weather changed. And, yeah, I couldn't wear it because it was too warm because the whole thing's made of fucking wool. My boy! Yep. Hell yeah, cool. Because the place is just over Bottle, right? Oh, for fuck's sake, Jamie. God damn. Why is this so tangled? This is awful. Maybe if I try and find the other end and, like, work my way through. That might do it. Sometimes you just gotta go at it from the other end, you know? Not that that's double entendre or anything. I'm so sleepy, so I'll take my leave. Take care and have a good rest of your day. Bye, Cass. Bye, Erin. Have a good one. Okay. Where are we to? Yeah, have a good evening. Oh, for those of you who are not subscribed, there is an ad coming in 2 minutes and 53 seconds. I am sorry. It is something that has to happen. Just is the way it is. Oh my god. Am I actually going to get through this amount of yarn by the end of the fucking stream? Because right now it just feels like I'm still going to be sat here like into the early hours of tomorrow trying to untangle all this shit. Eesh. What games are everyone playing at the moment then? And what games are you looking forward to coming out this year? You know when he snorts his thing, he heals, right? With the added perk for his ability, when he huffs on it, it makes this wide area of the team can also heal. Oh, right, okay, I didn't know that that became a thing. Ready or not, good game. Played quite a bit of it with the channel. I'm playing Final Fantasy X2 on Steam at the moment. Nice! I don't think I've played FF10 since it was on the PlayStation 2. So, it's been a considerable amount of time since I played that game. And it really shows my age. Because I think it came out in 2004, maybe? Done better than me would throw it by now. Oh, and Fable, if it comes out. Yeah. Would very much like to see another Fable game. But only if it's like the other Fable games. Don't want any, like, bloated crap in it, please. It was a long enough game as it was. Oh dear. I'm very cautious of the new Fable. Yeah, I'm quite cautious too. Always wanted to crack at the endgame of 10 and 10-2, but I couldn't get through the tedious grinding on console. Yeah, I don't think I really ever completed either of them as a kid. Mostly because of just how tedious the grinding is. Like, if that is the main mechanic for the way to, like, get through the game, fuck off. Like, I love Final Fantasy games. I really do. I love most Square Enix games. But, like, I should be able to play the game and defeat the enemies through, like, skill and, like, knowing how the game is played, not through having to grind to level up. And then sometimes hard locking myself into an area and I can't get through it because the fucking boss is too hard. Because he's like way above me and the game has allowed me to get to that point with being severely underleveled. It's stupid. Yeah, solving the world's problems as a landlord, obviously. Right now I'm playing Graveyard Keeper. I love that game. It's so good. Not sure what I'll be playing this year. Still trying to manage finding a home, finish a college degree, and being a dad. I mean, that's a lot of shit, dude. Like, good luck. We'll be playing Doom: The Dark Ages. Right now I'm just walking through Hyrule in Tears of the Kingdom while enjoying the stream with you and everyone. Ah, nice. I wasn't sure how I felt about Tears of the Kingdom. Again, a lot of open world, but a lot of just empty space. And kind of, there's only so many times that I can hear the ha-ha from a fucking, like, Korok, you know? Without wanting to throw my controller at the telly. Sky Islands could have been more. Yeah, I agree. And the building not being so restricted. Again, I agree. Grinding and the minigames, namely getting through 2 Spira Cups and leagues, each in Blitzball, minimum, dodging 200 lightning strikes, like saving in between or finish to check up a race for 0 seconds. Yeah, all of them utter bollocks. I think that's why for quite a long time, at least a decade, I never completed Final Fantasy X. Because when I was a kid, it wasn't so easy just to jump on the internet and find exactly what it was that you needed to look for. Because, you know, search engines weren't that optimized, and you would have to go through hundreds and hundreds of pages to try and find a walkthrough for what it was that you needed. Yeah, it was a dark day. Those were dark days. Very tempted to get Doom Dark Ages. I loved Doom Eternal, but my PC needs the minimum requirements and it's $90. So yeah, I didn't play Doom Eternal. I loved Doom 2016. Ellis played Doom Eternal and didn't enjoy it as much as 16, so I kind of left it. But Dark Ages looks pretty cool, so I might give it a look in at some point. But I'm in no like huge rush to play it and get it done, you know. Kind of miss the physical strategy guides. Yeah, I used to fucking love those. I think the last physical strategy guide that I bought was for Final Fantasy 15. And I used it so much during like all the different like secret dungeons and stuff. Yeah, they don't. A lot of games don't tend to make like the old school physical strategy guides anymore, because most of it just gets put on IGN and or game ranks, and that just kind of gets done that way. Why is my nose so itchy? God damn. Oish. Not enjoying that. Never really used them at the time for enough the fact that I bought one for those for Dragon Quest 8. Yeah, needed for Dragon Quest. For me it was Demic's fight on KH2, never got past his second fight in Hollow Bastion. Was able to beat them the remaster came out on PS4. Yeah, Demix is a cock. He's a right little cuck with his stupid bloody banjo cello looking thing. It's kind of redundant with lots of its abilities. Accuracy and evasion almost useless with max luck. Yeah. Doom Eternal is way more focused on fast-paced movement than 2016, so it isn't everyone's cup of tea. Ah, okay. I mean, I really liked the fast movement of 2016, so but if Ellis did say that Doom Eternal was faster, so I don't know if I'd get on with it too well, because I might feel like I was missing too much. But then who knows, with my ADHD brain I might be like, woo, let's go. Gotta go fast, you know. So who knows. Have you ever played the Neverhood Chronicles? No, I haven't. Are they any good? The finale and post-game of it had the pages stuck together so you didn't accidentally spoil yourself when looking for it. That's really cool. I like that. Gotta head out for now. Gonna spoil my girl with strawberries after her workout. Catch you soon. Yes! Fucking you spoil your woman with the strawberries. What a lucky woman. Hell yeah. Have a good time. Good evening, Kakaki. How are you? I am rather toasty. I am trying to get through a gigantic ball of knots, essentially, because I had the brilliant idea of trying to use a particular yarn that I thought was all tangled, and it turns out it was more tangled than I thought it was going to be, and I have spent the last 2.5 hours trying to untangle it, and it's been infuriating. Neuron activities where momentum and speed line up just right. I know. Yeah. I definitely do feel that. Gotta go fast. That's why I used to love riding my bike really fast. But then I used to crash my bike, and that wasn't so fun. But now I know it's because of ADHD. It was just that I was undiagnosed for a very long time and only got diagnosed last year. But medication seems to be helping now, so that's something. I definitely wouldn't have been able to do this before medication. I definitely would have thrown this in the bin by now. Same with my scooter because my dyspraxia wouldn't let me ride a bike. Yeah, I learned how to ride a bike really late. Because I'm also dyspraxic. But I used to fall off it a lot. And yeah, hurt myself far too much. But then I was also like, oh, I'm going to go climb that tree, or I'm going to go jump on that rock, or oh, I'm going to teach myself how to longboard and, like, snap my ankles all the time when I can't even walk straight. So, yeah, you know, great ideas. Entrance exams passed, going to college on September, hoping the second attempt will work this time. Now trying to find a part-timer to earn some cash for the dorms. Congrats, Kakaki, that's great. You should be proud of yourself. Good job, man. Hopefully you can, like, relax a little bit now, or get yourself a little treat or something for all your hard work. Because that shit is stressful. I'm not feeling this song either. Where are we going? No, I don't like this song. How far are we down? There we go. Thank you. Ugh. Can we do like NCS like metal or something? Let me have a look. The best of NCS? I might do it. It's just trying to find stuff that I can play on stream without, like, getting shouted at by Twitch, you know? There we go. I think I know that song. No problem at all, Kakaki. At least I managed to start some scripting on my future projects. Had a lot of time thinking about myself and found purpose for myself. Yay, that's really good. Nice job. Wasn't Twitch supposed to implement a DMCA-free radio or something? If they did, I don't know about it. But that would be helpful. Because unfortunately a lot of the DMCA like free stuff isn't quite to my taste. But otherwise it's just me talking, and I know like having something in the background is probably a bit better than just me. But it does mean that I end up playing some really random things that come up on the NCS playlists on Spotify. Although thankfully I have Spotify Premium, so at least you're not constantly being bombarded by adverts. There's a really underrated music artist called Neb who makes some great DMC-free songs. Okay, cool. Kath, talk to you from the void may not be everyone's cup of tea. Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely not everyone's cup of tea. I'm a fucking weird bitch on the internet who's presently streaming to a bunch of people, essentially sat by myself in a room where if anyone walked in, it would look like I was just talking to myself and trying to unwrap a ball of yarn, which to most people would seem like I'd gone a bit mad. But you know, we do what we do. I don't know about that. I know about people either having a license with someone to be allowed to play music, or they have their community making a non-copyrighted playlist on stream. Okay. Yeah. It's, I think because this is the first, like, proper just chatting stream I've done in quite a long time. Because normally I'm playing something or whatever. Whereas this stream I've just been sat here just chatting to you lot. I think sometimes, like, I need to have something, like, for myself, I need something on in the background. Obviously, I can't play what I listen to, because I will get copyright struck. And I don't want that. Using non-Nintendo game music. Oh, it's not just that. Like, I tried to upload... What was it I streamed a while ago? So I streamed, if any of you remember, the old Hercules game from Disney Interactive. And I went to go and upload the VOD to my live stream channel on YouTube. By the way, shameless plug. If you do want to see old streams of mine, I do have links in my link tree to my live stream archive, which is pretty much the only place I upload anything online aside from Instagram and occasionally Blue Sky. But yeah, if you want to see old streams, go on there. But essentially, I tried to publish the old VOD for the old Hercules game, and YouTube went, no, you're using copyrighted music. I was like, it's in the fucking game! It's not my fault! So, yeah, that was annoying, so I couldn't upload that one. Oh, see, I'm happy just to hang out. Most people just need to vent out, and having someone to talk to can literally save their life. I completely agree. I completely agree. I mean, not that, like, you know, I'm in crisis or anything whilst trying to deal with fucking yarn, but yeah, just chatting to people definitely helps. Oh my goodness, I'm almost there, guys. I think I'm almost there. No, that might be a knot. No, that's not a knot. Hang on, are we gonna get there? Are we actually gonna have a ball of yarn by the end of this? Let's see. Probably not. I'm probably gonna fuck this up again. Sorry if you can hear that rattling. That is my yarn winder. Because it's a manual thing, so I actually have to, like, wind the handle myself. And the thing spins as I hold the yarn. And it connects itself then in a big wee cake. Have you played Amnesia the Bunker? Recently started it in the atmosphere. It was great. So Amnesia the Bunker is on my list of things to play on stream. Once I have finished doing Silent Hill 2. I think I didn't quite realise just how long Silent Hill 2 is, because I've been streaming the damn thing since before Christmas, and we haven't completed it yet. Because A, it's quite long, and B, I struggle with keeping a regular schedule for streaming because of my chronic health conditions. So, yeah. I don't know if you realise there's a horror game for free on Epic, a Czech game called Happy Game, Psychological Horror. Oh, okay, no, can't say I've heard of that one. I think we're almost there, guys. I'm just tying some yarn to itself to try and attach the other bit back in. I might actually be able to show you something. Oh my goodness. Because this has been a fucking Herculean task. Although my throat is now starting to hurt, which is not the best. Thank you very much, hay fever. Right. Those are 2 knots tied together to make that tight. Thank you. No yarn, behave yourself. You dare tangle back up again. I swear to fucking God. This yarn's out to get me. It really is. I feel a lot about JRPGs. I've played it for a couple of days, 100 hours playtime. Yeah. Yeah, they do go on a bit, don't they? I don't remember, like, the original Silent Hill being that long. But apparently I was incorrect. Right, we now have one tiny cake of pink yarn that is finally done. So all of that, 2.5 hours for that.
Take that, depression!
Thanks for that. Oh, fucking hell. That was a good use of a blurb. Fair play. That was so good. That was really well timed. Thank you. Oh, good. It does make the brain feel good seeing it like that. If you want to see, hang on, more cakes of yarn like that, have a look in my magical box. Hang on, there we go. Look at all of those. Most of those are also wound up into cake balls. And it makes my brain feel happy. What yarn do I want to use? So, I'm making a... yeah, that's the game. That's the yarn we started with almost 3 hours ago, yeah. Send help. So... I'm not sure what colour pink I want to do after all of that. So I've got this variant of pink. Oh god, that looks quite glowy on camera. It's a bit less bright than that. This colour of pink. Or this colour of pink. It doesn't look like on camera that there's much between these two. There is. This one's a lot lighter in real life. And it's going to be going on my crochet corset because I'm going to be making little tiny Kuromi skulls. These little skulls out of pink, out of crochet, so I can put them on my crocheted underbust corset. But look how cute Kuromi is. She's so cool. Do love my Kuromi. So, I think I might go with this one rather than this one or this one. Purely because I just think that's a nicer pink to go with the... So this is the corset I'm making here. So with this lilac, I think this pink looks nicer with it than that. What do you guys reckon? The brighter one? The like darker pink? Or the lighter pink? Let me know. What do you guys think? I think personally the lighter pink. Definitely the lighter. Yeah, I think so too. Oh, fucking hell, I stuck on more of this one here as well. Is that the same? Is that the same fucking yarn? No, that's not the same yarn. That looks different. Why does that look different? It shouldn't be. Oh well, whatever. Whatever. It is what it is. Also, look at the tiniest little ball of yarn. Caked all that up. A wild Lyra has appeared. Yes. Yes. Lighter. Everyone's saying lighter. Yeah, and Lyra's behind me at the moment. She's just bobbing about doing her silly things. Yeah, we're gonna go with the lighter one rather than the darker one, I think. Now we need to work out how to make a skull that looks like Karomi's skull. Which might be difficult. I might... Let's see if we can make one, shall we? Let's have a look-see. So I think I need to start with something called a magic ring. Which, if you don't know what that is, it's essentially where you create a ring with crochet. And it means that... Where's the end? Oh, there it is. Okay. So, got the yarn. It's going to be kind of hard for me to show you because obviously my hands are facing me. But you make like an X, like that, on your fingers. And then on the top, you take your crochet hook, you point the hooky bit down. You pull it through. You do a little twisty. And then essentially, you move your fingers and you've got a little teeny tiny little kind of ring. And you just pull that through the stitch. Like, come on. Like that. Oh. Okay. So essentially then what you've got is one stitch that's just there living and hanging out on your hook. And if you pull this, it makes the ring bigger or smaller. So you can basically hold on to it from the hook there and you can pull this side and you can make it bigger. Or if you pull the other side, it makes it smaller. And it's a really good way of starting a lot of crochet projects that need like a closed bottom, specifically if it's something like a like a plushie or something like that. Have Mingus and Lyra ever met? Yes, they have. The last time they met would have been the charity stream in November last year. So that would have been the last time they'd have seen each other. Right. I think... I'm just trying to think of how I need to do this. I think... So... I don't know if any of you know. If you don't crochet, maybe you don't know. US terms and UK terms are two different things. So... The stitch I'm doing here is known as a US double crochet or a UK treble crochet. I don't know why we have different terms, but we do. And it can be really annoying when you're looking at fucking patterns because you gotta try and decide, is it a US made pattern or is it or are they using US terms, or is it using UK terms? Because saying a double crochet means two different things, whether it's US or UK terms. It's annoying. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6. And 7. My nose is itchy. This is not good. There we go. And 8. Okay. Is that 8? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, I believe so. Chat, let's open a topic. Who was the kind of person who downloaded the songs they liked into their USB phone PC? Yeah, I used to do that a lot when I was younger. Like, got stuff off LimeWire and things. I think everyone did in the early 2000s. On the semi-talk with Sanrio, I learnt yesterday that cinnamon roll isn't called cinnamon roll. Yeah, it's cinema roll. Or just people just call him cinnamon. I was struggling with the magic ring at the beginning. Magic ring. So then I'm just having a quick look at like a little tutorial on how to make a skull. So I'm trying to work out what it does next after the 9 double crochets, because they don't actually say what they're doing. They just say that they're doing 9 double crochets. Right. Okay. You tighten the ring or what? And then chaining 5. Okay, why are you chaining 5? Alright, it wants me to do a chain 5 and then a double crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then back into the ring and do a double crochet. Alright. Back into ring. Do a double crochet. There she is. Then what? Then chain 3. Okay. And then double crochet back into the main hole. Yeah, okay. 1, 2, 3. Double crochet back in. There's my double crochet back in. Ah, no. Almost lost my thing. Almost pulled that out the wrong bit. Why is my Discord pinging? Oh, I am being pinged for something. What am I being pinged for? Schedules. Okay, cool. Whatevs. Right, so that was chain 3, double crochet, chain 5. And then a slip stitch to join. Okay, what the fuck is this? Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then, where are you joining that slip stitch, buddy? Oh, it's in the top of the first chain? Yes. Oh my god. These people who try and make fucking... I appreciate they're just trying to make content and just trying to put videos out. But at the same time, if you're making shit, make it make sense! Yes, it was my Discord. I do apologise. It's alright. We slip stitched. Then you got to tighten your ring. Oh, and that's pretty much a skull. Okay. Alright, so... Hang on. Let's grab the end of my skull. Pull him tight. Oh god, he looks a bit deformed now. He looks very deformed. Oh, love him. He's having a bit of an odd day. He doesn't look overly even. Are you sure this is how you're supposed to do it? I mean, I'm doing exactly what the woman on the video is doing. That's not fair. I shouldn't call them a woman. I don't know what their pronouns are. Person. Human being. Okay. I don't know if you can see that, but it's like the start of a little skull. But he does look a bit wonk. Oh my god. Right, and then it was chain 1. And 9 single crochet. Oh, across the top. Okay. Little boy, I know. It is a little boy. He is trying. This little dude, he's doing his best. Right. So if we... So what I'm actually going to do is, as I'm doing my single crochets across the top, I'm going to tuck that yarn underneath my stitch. So if you can see where my stitch is here, and you've got that yarn there, I've basically put the yarn to the back, and I will essentially pull it across the top there with every stitch that I do, and that yarn will then get trapped in there. So it'll just look a lot cleaner then when it comes to like final assembly of stuff, because it'll be out the way and it'll look a lot nicer. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Is that the 9th one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, he's like right in there. Alright then. The creature has given unclear instructions. Yeah. Well, they haven't even really given instructions. They've literally just done like a short form video of this is how you crochet a skull, but hasn't really put any instructions on there. So unless you know what the stitches are called and how to do them, you're not going to be able to follow it. Obviously I've done crochet for quite a while now, so I kind of know, excuse me, what they're doing. But if I was a beginner, this would not be very accessible as a beginner. Even though realistically something like this is quite easy to do, and would be good for a beginner to try and do, it won't be good in the sense of trying to learn what stitches of what, because unless you know what they look like, you're not going to be able to do it. More like yarn caught in ceiling fan today. Absolutely. I mean, I don't have a ceiling fan, but if I did, the yarn would be stuck in it and it would be swinging round. Right, so that's that. Have I done 9? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But that looks like the slip stitch, not the actual stitch. What am I doing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, no, I have done the right amount. I'm just being a dick. Pretty standard for me, really. Okay, I'm just trying to stretch my stitches out a little bit because that little stitch on the end there, this little dude looks a bit more squat than this side. Like, this eye is definitely bigger than this eye. Like, I'm pretty sure you can pick that up on the camera. Like, one eye is definitely bigger than the other. This guy has a bonk eye.
Why you bullying me?
Why you bullying me? So we've done the 9 single crochet. Wait, hang on. 9 single crochet, yeah. And then 6 single crochet into the chain 5 space. So, this is the chain 5 space where his bonky eye is. He wants 6 single crochet in there. So you essentially just follow around the corner. I'm still holding the bit of yarn that I used to create the magic circle in there, just to create it, just to make it look a bit more tidy. How many have I done now? I've just lost count. Fuck. I always do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the problem, right? Is that I fucking hate maths. I've got dyscalculia, along with dyspraxia and dyslexia. But I really fucking hate maths. And the one thing I have found myself doing a lot lately is fucking maths. Because apparently what I didn't really consider was that the more sewing and crochet and stuff you do, the more it's actually made up of maths. And you do more maths than you do actual sewing. At least, especially with sewing, because you're working out, like, measurements and shit. And it's bullish. Bullshit. Anyway, one friend of mine just texted me and I have to bail. Good luck with the skull. Until next time, bye. Bye-bye, Cookie. Have a good one. Right, so we got 6 single crochet in the chain 5 space. So that's what's created that little bordery bit. Excuse me. Excuse me, yarn. We are not fighting. Okay, so it's gone there. So we're still looking quite uneven. We look a bit special. He's individual. So we've got 6 single crochet in the chain 5 space. Then in chain 3 space, we're doing
I'll have a pint.
slip stitch.
Wine.
Thanks, Ness. Want to bring me a pint of wine? Can we have a few fucking pints of wine next week? Right, so that was in the snoot section. So you just want to slip stitch into there. Chain 2. And a double crochet. What the fuck? This is not helpful. So, right, we're slip stitching in here. So a slip stitch is basically where you go to do a stitch, but instead of like pulling the yarn around again, you just grab the old loop and just pull it through. That's a slip stitch. So we've got a slip stitch. And then I don't fucking know. What do they want me to do? Is chain 3? No, chain 2. Slip stitch, chain 3 space. Chain 2. Yeah. Then you're going back in the hole and doing 2 double crochet. Okay. So chain 1 and 2 and do a double crochet and do a double crochet like that. Okay, so we've done 2 double crochet. Oh, I see what's happening. Got a little face. Hang on, you see that? Getting there. We've got 2 double crochet and then chain another 2 and a slip stitch. Okay. Then we chain 2 and slippy slippy in there. Wait, there we go. Hang on. There we go. Whoop. It probably would be more helpful if I had like some of Ellis's cameras on as well. Like I had one like by here that could look down so you guys could see what's in my hands, because I could appreciate that I'm doing it here and it's a bit difficult for me to crochet up here so you guys can see what's going on. I need to bear that in mind next time. Oh, I don't like this song. This song keeps coming on. Fuck off. Thank you. Oh, I know someone that we can put on. My friend Lynn. She does NCS stuff. There we go. Play some with my friend Lynn. Yeah, Lyra's just having a chill. 6 single crochet in chain 5 space. Okay. Lynn is also my singing teacher, and she's excellent. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Lyra, what was that? I heard that. I think she just did a massive fart. Right, so we've got 6 single crochet in the chain 5 space, I believe. Are they going to do anything else after that? Are they going to slip stitch in or what? Yeah. Slip stitch to join, tighten, et voila, you have a skull. Alright. And they just fasten it off. Alright, I mean, I feel like my skull's been through something. I mean, I feel like he would have been through something anyway, because he's a skull. This time we crossed the line. I'm struggling with tension. Do you have any advice? So, how do you hold your yarn? How do you like to hold your yarn? So the way that I hold mine is that I anchor it around my pinky, like that. So I kind of take the yarn and wrap it around. And then I kind of use my pointer finger as like a rest for the rest of it. And then I use my thumb and middle finger to like hold the bit that I'm crocheting into. And kind of go from there. I find that that tends to give me like the tension that I want. Everyone's different though. But that's kind of what I would suggest. Also, if you are struggling with tension, I would also say that you can get things like tension rings and stuff like that. So you can get like a little ring to put on your finger that you can literally loop your yarn into, and that'll help with tension. But you don't actually learn how to do tension yourself because the ring does it for you. There's nothing wrong with that if that's how you want to do it. But if you do want to kind of progress with crochet and stuff, you are better learning how to do the tension yourself, if that makes sense. I would say basically just get out your favorite sized hook. So, and like a hook where you can see the stitches really well, so that you can see exactly what's going on. And just do like a line of single crochet, a line of double crochet, a line of treble crochet, and repeat that for maybe like, I don't know, if you cast on like 20 stitches and do 20 stitches up, 20 lines up. Hopefully by the end of that, you should have like practiced your tension a bit better with doing something like that. Honestly, a lot of it is just practice, and constant. Like I'm always crocheting. So, but like originally my tension was bloody awful. I do hold it similar to you, just with added hypermobility. I'm hypermobile as well, Demonica, so I know what you mean with that one. You can be throwing your fingies around in places they probably shouldn't be going sometimes. And honestly, if you do experience any form of pain or anything like that, please stop, because that's your body telling you, owie, please stop this. So we now have a little skull. He's a little bit uneven. I would probably sew my ends like a little bit like that. So if I sewed these two ends into there a little bit and then brought them down the back of this stitch here into this bit, and then kind of thickened this bit out a little bit because there's still a little gap there and I don't really want a gap there. So I would probably pull them through and down, and so that I could like block that bit out a little bit. And then so I'm considering, depends on how much patience I have, possibly taking some embroidery floss or something like that. So embroidery floss is just like thick sewing thread. So you could just do it with sewing thread and just like double or treble the strands you're using and just tie them in a knot at the bottom so they all stay together. And I will probably just go in and like define the little teeth bits because of the way that her little teeth bits are defined on there. You see that? It doesn't have a nose though, and I don't really want the nose, so I might have a go at trying to work out a way that I can sack off the nose so that I can have it look a bit more like the Kuromi one. I know some people do, because I've looked into other people who have done like Kuromi crocheted stuff, and a lot of them have used felt for the skulls instead. But I don't want to use felt. I want to crochet it. So I need to work that out. So my pointer finger is bended backwards. I have some 3D printed rings for that. I think I'll just practice more, like you said. Yeah, Demonica, honestly, it will come with time. It is a case of practice, practice, practice. And with that, I'm going to head off because I've been streaming for over 3 hours. Just sat here yakking my ass off. So I hope you all enjoyed. I haven't tried needle felting, Demonica. I do want to give it a go at some point, though. Thank you all for joining in. I'm hoping to possibly do another stream before I go to TwitchCon next week, but we will have to wait and see what happens with that one. I hope you all have a lovely day and a good week, and I will catch you all soon. Bye-bye.